Welcome back to the corner, everyone. Today's video is not about Minecraft. It's about this bullshit. Oh my god! So if any of you watched my video on the Uvalde school shooting, you'll understand my stance on this. I think it is absolutely, unequivocally, 1,000 fucking percent unacceptable that when someone threatens to shoot up a fucking school, it's not taken seriously! I just had this playing in the background while I was doing some Minecraft shit. And I heard that, apparently, the fucking FBI decided that they wanted to investigate this fucker last year! And nothing was done! How many fucking times does this shit have to fucking happen before you fucking take it seriously? Gah! I'm so glad that I don't have any kind of blood pressure issues. Because I would have to completely stop listening to any of the fucking news coming out. How many fucking school shootings does it fucking take for you to take this fucking shit seriously? If someone threatens to shoot up a fucking school or commit a mass genocide or a mass shooting, they fucking mean it! The amount of times that I've heard anyone, including comedians, make jokes about this shit, I can count on one fucking hand. One hand, the amount of times that people have been joking about it. In all of those instances where comedians, in an extremely obvious setting where it's a joke, they shouldn't have made it because it's fucked up. But it's a joke. And it's an obvious joke due to the setting. This is fucking retarded. It's not even ridiculous anymore. Because ridiculous implies that this shit doesn't happen commonly. When the fuck is it gonna fucking be taken seriously? When? How many kids have to fucking die before you act like fucking FBI agents? And put this fucking psychopath behind fucking bars for life? When? When? I am so goddamn fucking sick and fucking tired of this FBI's bullshit! You are supposed to be the highest fucking authority when it comes to this shit! The FBI are the ones that are supposed to make sure these fucking psychopaths end up behind bars for life! But over and over and over and over and over again, it doesn't fucking happen! The only fucking thing that happens is these fuckers make threats, and then a year later, if we're lucky, they go to the fucking place they said they were gonna fucking shoot and go and fucking kill a bunch of people. It happens again and again and again and again! At the Uvalde school shooting, there was a man. I'm hoping that I can find a picture, but I probably can't. No, right here. Yeah, so this fucking faggot bitch motherfucker, who, as far as I can tell, hasn't had any fucking repercussions, okay? This fucking prick bitch sits here and has the fucking Punisher's logo on his fucking phone. And he wasn't doing this like after all of it. No, he was doing it during it. He's looking down. What if the fucking shooter popped his head out, saw he wasn't paying attention? Pop, pop, you're dead. How many fucking times? How fucking many? How many children have to be a sacrifice before something is fucking done? Every time this shit happens, a year later, if we're lucky, they go and they shoot up the school, police respond, and then the shooter ends up dead. That does nothing. 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 I haven't even finished watching the fucking story, and oh my god. How many fucking times? You know, Eminem released a song a few years back. Let me see if I can pull it up. I believe it was called Darkness. Yeah. So this was a video he released. And this video is about a mass shooting that occurred. And what ended up happening is the person had been investigated and nothing was done. So he goes and he commits this shooting. The police respond, run up to his hotel room, and they find him dead because he committed suicide. But nothing happened. The people still died, and nothing happened.
Posts on a gaming site that contained photos of guns and warnings of a school shooting at an unidentified location and time, with the FBI telling reporters that it tracked the post to Jackson County, where sheriff's deputies then continued the investigation, which led them to the suspected shooter, who was 13 at the time.
I don't give a fuck. Do not give a fuck. If you make a threat to shoot up a school or commit a mass shooting, you deserve nothing but to go to federal prison for life. I don't give a fuck if you're 3. I don't give a fuck if you're the president of the United fucking States. The only thing that you should have happen is either being thrown in a federal prison for life or a more optimal solution, broadcasted over national and international television, putting a fucking bullet in the back of their fucking head. That's the only fucking thing that deserves to happen to these psychopaths. Nothing else.
And so with that, Jackson County officials brought in the teen and his father for an interview, but the teen denied making the threats. And while his father told the authorities that they did have hunting guns in the house, he said that his son didn't have unsupervised access to the weapon. And so as a result, no charge.
Obvious fucking lie! People do not joke about making a fucking school shooting. They don't. The last time I heard a comedian do that shit was back in the fucking 90s. Because they realized that's probably not a good thing to joke about.
Charges were filed, and with the FBI saying that the investigators lacked probable cause to make an arrest or take any additional law enforcement action.
You have literally proof that they made the threat. It's fucking horseshit you don't have probable cause.
action on the local, state, or federal levels. Also, in a separate statement, Jackson County Sheriff Janice Mangum said a thorough investigation was conducted, but the gaming site threats could not be substantiated, and adding, "My phone is..."
That's a fucking horseshit. That is a fucking crock of bullshit. One, you can 1,000% track where the IP address was when that post was made. Full stop. You can. That's easy enough to do. Two, you can subpoena the website to release the details of it. And if they refuse, well, that's criminal charges. Three, you could subpoena the ISP, the internet service provider, for the IP address and the IP location. All this shit is tracked and saved. Don't get this mistaken. Every single thing that you ever do on the internet is logged and saved indefinitely. You go to a porn site, that shit can be tracked. That shit can be found very fucking easily by the federal fucking government. This is nothing but a bunch of fucking lies. Lies! And nothing is going to happen.
Blowing up with messages from people about social media postings about other possible incidents. To my knowledge, there is not a list indicating any of this. Now, with that said, the FBI did say that Jackson County authorities alerted local schools for continued monitoring of the subject, but according to the New York Times, it's unclear if Appalachia High School officials were among those notified by Jackson County officials.
Wow. So they alerted Jackson County about this. And then nothing was done.
Because the school is technically in the neighboring county. And also super notably here, just this morning, we got some more details from the records of the investigation by the county sheriff's office obtained by several outlets. With those records showing that Jackson County officials were specifically investigating posts in a Discord chat group where a user had threatened to shoot up a middle school.
How many threats have to be made? How many threats have to be made? How many times does someone have to make a fucking threat before it's taken seriously? How many? 5, 10, 1,000? Do they have to fucking post schematics and specific details telling you exactly how they're gonna fucking do it? These people, bare minimum, should be under house arrest and constant monitoring. 24/7 surveillance. Bare fucking minimum.
Investigators were ultimately led to the suspected shooter because the Discord account that made those threats was associated.
Wow! Wow! It's almost like everything you fucking do has a fucking record that can trace it back to you. Wow! But the FBI didn't have probable cause. The FBI did not have probable cause. Despite the fact that all this shit is traced back to the same fucking person! Every fucking time! How many? How many kids? Do 1,000 kids need to be murdered at once for this shit to be fucking taken seriously? 1,000,000? All of them? Do we have to drop a fucking nuclear bomb on top of fucking schools for you to take this shit fucking seriously? How many?
Email belonging to him. That report noting that the username for the account was written in Russian and translated to the last name of the Sandy Hook shooter, but then also
So, this fucking psychopath posted on forums that he was gonna go and shoot up a school. He posted on multiple discords, or on at least one discord, that he was gonna go and shoot up the school. His name translated to the last name of the fucking psychopath that fucking committed the Sandy Hook Massacre! But you didn't have probable cause! Are you fucking kidding me? I don't give a fuck if you don't speak Russian. Wow! Wow! Look at that! Look at that! Wow! Look how fucking easy that is! Fucking shit, dude!
So with that, the 13-year-old and his father told the authorities that they didn't speak Russian. And while the shooter did say that he used to have a Discord account, he claimed that he had deleted it because he had been hacked repeatedly and was afraid someone would use his information for nefarious purposes. With him also telling an investigator that, quote, he would never say such a thing, even in a joking manner. Also,
obvious lie! Wow! Wow! A fucking criminal! Someone who wanted to commit a fucking school shooting lied! Wow! No way! A criminal would lie to the fucking authorities? What? 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 Wow, what a fucking shocker!
Also significant here is the information we got from the teen's father about his access to guns, with him having told investigators that his son, quote, is allowed to use them when supervised, but does not have unfettered access to them. But it's also unclear how those weapons were being stored or how the teen was prevented from accessing them, with the investigator writing that they had, quote, urged the father to...
They weren't. That's the answer. They weren't locked away. They weren't kept out of his capability of accessing. Because if they were, he wouldn't be able to go and fucking get one and commit a fucking school shooting.
To keep his firearms locked away. And then beyond all that, the Times also just reported this.
I hope this father gets fucking thrown in federal prison for life. That's the only fucking thing him and his wife and everyone else who was in that fucking house deserves. Every fucking one of them. Lock them away for fucking life or spend 50 cents to put a bullet in the back of their fucking head. It's the least the FBI could fucking do for all the victims.
Morning that while police were searching the shooter's room, they found evidence that he, quote, had an interest in mass shootings per two law.
So let's see. Interest in mass shootings. Said he wanted to commit a school shooting on forums. Sorry, not mass shooting. I mean, not really much fucking difference, is there? Said he wanted to commit a school shooting on Discord. Had access, had ready, readily had access to firearms. Discord name was the last name of the person who committed the Sandy Hook Massacre in Russian. FBI said they had no probable cause. No problem. Let's continue. Let's see what else is in here.
Law enforcement officials. While they didn't provide specifics about the nature of that evidence, they did say that he appeared to be particularly obsessed with the Parkland shooting. And then the final update.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. He also had a major interest in the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School massacre.
Nature of that evidence, they did say that he appeared to be particularly obsessed with the Parkland shooting. And then the final update I want to hit on is that while I was filming, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation officially announced that the shooter has been charged with 4 counts of felony murder. And so as of recording, that's pretty much everything we know. But of course, this is still a developing situation. So for now, we're going to have to wait to see if more information comes. But
So, the FBI did not have probable cause to arrest this kid. Okay? But in spite of not having probable cause, he had an interest in school shootings. Said he wanted to commit one on both forums and Discord. Readily had access to firearms. The Discord name was the last name in Russian of the one who committed the Sandy Hook massacre, and he had a particular interest in the in this massacre. But they didn't have probable cause. The United States is not fucked because of the Republicans. The United States is not fucked because of the Democrats. The United States is not fucked because of who runs the country. None of that fucking matters. The reason that the United States of America is fucked is because of this. Because of this. This is why. This and this alone is why the United States of America is fucked. Fuck your political views. Fuck who you voted for. Fuck every opinion you fucking have. If you think this isn't the fucking reason. Fuck you in your entirety. If you think this isn't the fucking reason. Every single fucking person who tries to fucking defend anyone who is responsible for this investigation, I say to you, and in fact, I also include everyone who was a part of this investigation. Fuck you!